Hello parents, this is Master Show with Peak Performance. I wanted to go over the Student Success Program for you and all of the benefits that will come out of that and the life skills that they'll develop. Now, one of the biggest, I think, confusing things for some of the parents, regardless if they're in after school or the martial arts, is understanding what role we play here in the academy. So our primary goal is to build life skills development inside of these children to prevent them from having to do the same thing that we did when we thought we knew so much. We're leaving high school and then we end up having those conversations about, man, I wish I'd have known that when I was younger. So the goal is to develop those life skills now so that we can give them a better life later on. So our primary thing is building the life skills, building communication skills, building the physical skills, building time management, building, creative thought processes, cognitive thinking, communication skills, personal relationship skills, conflict resolution. All of these things are built into the curriculum. So on the character development program, we call it our Student Success Program. There's a weekly job list. So we want them doing some chores at home. It's not going to hurt them, and it's actually going to build your life to be a lot easier the older they get. Weekly reading logs. We want them reading every day. They'll do it here in the after school program if they're in the martial arts program. Highly recommend that they're reading. The average child spending over 100 hours a week electronically connected, especially since schools have moved to a situation where they're using laptops so much and electronic information inside of the classroom. Their weekly martial arts homework, so I want them practicing the days they don't have formal class here. That could be their martial arts practice. It could be working out with you guys, could be running, could be calisthenics, it could be anything. I just want them physically active. Now, the more they're practicing the martial arts, the greater their ability is going to come, and you're going to see greater results faster. There's a SWOT tracking sheet we're going to go over. Our success lesson of the month, we do that in class. Daily life skills interaction we do with the staff, and setting up successful routines, not just here, but helping you guys do them at home. And if you can, get to the Parents as Coaches program, because we're going to show you how to do that and really benefit your family. So this is the job list. These are some things that we recommend. Now, if they're really super young, please do not have them do all of these. Now, if you can get them to do it all at this age, more power to you. But we just want to build, gradually. So my big thing is I want them making their bed, picking up their personal belongings, helping out with dinner, because that's something you can do as a family and build that family cohesiveness. And then also you can add things in, eating better, all these things. Reading for success, so put in reading time. Jim Rohn says that rich people have large libraries and poor people have big TVs, and there's some fact to that. Martial arts practice. So the days they don't have formal practice here, I would like them to practice at home at least 3 to 4 days a week. And again, that doesn't necessarily means have to be martial arts all the time. It could be any number of things that they can do. Just being physically active, getting on the trampoline, getting outside, riding their bike, doing things with you. And I highly recommend that you guys do that with them, because it does build a unit cohesiveness inside of the family. Now, these are the stickers that we have. The blue is for job list, green is for reading log, yellow is for their peak performers lessons. Those will be the students in the black uniforms. Red stripes are given out, red stickers are given out primarily by the instructors. Gray is for your martial arts homework, and the black is for special circumstances. So that could be the student of the month, student of the week. They've gone and done something extraordinary with their time. And those black stripes are actually worth 5, where all the rest of them are worth 1. So each week we want to keep a daily log, or a weekly log, of what we're doing. So each Monday or Tuesday, their first class of the week, I want them putting their SWOT count stickers counts on here to earn toward the end. Our goal is 30 stickers. So even if they miss 2 weeks, they still have an opportunity to earn the SWAT party. But the more they do this and the more we can get them in routine, the better results you're going to have at home, at school, with their extracurricular activities, in the community, in their relationships. You're really going to have a lot of things really help them grow. And the more you can help me keep them on this, the greater things are going to happen. So each week I want them to log it, so that way they get into a routine. So on Monday and Tuesday, their first class of the week, have them turn their stuff in, they get their stickers that day, and when they get home that evening, please get them in the routine of logging that every week. Success breeds success. So as they can see the log and their goal, then they're going to have, they're going to get more motivated as they go through. So the SWAT party, at the end of every grading period, every quarter, we do them 4 times a year. The quarterly bonus for reaching their 30 stripes is they get to invite 10 friends to the SWAT party. That's for building successful habits. They have games and activities they do. We feed the kids pizza, but only the students who reach their goals can be invited or will get an invite from us. I don't subscribe to the theory that everybody wins and everybody gets a trophy. I think it's one of the biggest mistakes we've made in our society, that just have participation trophies and ribbons, because it doesn't give the kids a sense of going out and seeking more for themselves and setting higher expectations. So can you imagine if your child would be more responsible on their own, picking up after themselves, more organized, more respectful, greater independence, top of the class of their school? And I don't necessarily mean being valedictorian or salutatorian. I mean just in the top percentage, highly respected amongst their peers. The child that every parent wants their own child to emulate and be better prepared for adult life than we were. So this is really big, because if we can build these success habits early on, then when they get into middle school and high school and they start having big projects, you're not feeling like you're back in middle school and high school having to do these all over again. I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and his daughter just graduated high school, and he said, you know, man, I felt I did a whole lot better on the projects now than when I took high school 30 some odd years ago. So getting them to be more prepared and more organized is really going to pay a great dividend for you guys as a family, especially as they go off after high school. So how do we get to the sheets? What do we do with them? So go to the website. You're going to see up here it says members only. Click on the members only site. It'll take you to the login screen. You've already been sent a login with a username and a password. So please log in. And you want to get to this section right here. It's going to say welcome page, student resources, and you want to click on where it says weekly required forms. And this is the page I'm on now, is weekly required form page. All the rest of the things I would highly recommend that you study. But on the weekly required sheets, this is where we're at. So the martial arts homework sheets has all 3 of them in a PDF. Same with the jiu-jitsu, the black belt weekly sheets are there. Adult weekly sheets are different because we do a 90-day planner and a weekly focus sheet for them. And then anybody doing community service. And this is another way you can earn black stripes, is by doing community service. So turning the sheets in the basket underneath the calendar by the cubbies, their first class of the week. Complete this every week to build a successful habit and routine in your child's life, and watch them grow to be an unstoppable force in life. Now, I know this is a little bit more work, but once you get into routine and habit, it's not that hard. But we as parents have to get them the life skills that we want them to possess. So another thing that I would highly recommend is get to one of the Parents as Coaches programs. I promise you it'll outline some things for you guys that'll be absolutely amazing. This is Master Show. I want to tell you thank you so much for going through this and help us implement this in your child's life. I promise you it will pay dividends far beyond your imagination. If you guys have any questions, give us a call, email us. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.